The newly named Dysfunction, Brandon Espinoza and Tom Coffey, Steve, making their way to the finals of the 2021 Nightmare Cup. And I gotta point it out, Tom Coffey told me earlier, that's a real bear skull.
I don't doubt it. I'm sure he hunted the bear and got the skull himself. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of a change of scenery, a little bit of a refocus, if you will. Dysfunction in the finals of the Nightmare Cup, looking to be... Oh.
Dysfunction obviously wants to win the Nightmare Cup, move on to face Dark Clouds, the OVW Tag Team Championship, because that's where the line, Steve. A #1 contendership for the OVW Tag Team titles, but in their way, Fanny Pack Party, one of the top teams we've ever seen here in OVW, gelling together so incredibly well. Like gummy bears melting in the sun, have these two gelled together. And Dustin Jackson and Kal Herro have every chance in the world of walking out of here.
The following tag team contest scheduled for one fall is the finals of the Nightmare Cup. The winners of this contest will become the #1 contenders for the OVW Tag Team Champions and will win the Nightmare Cup 2021. Introducing first to my left, the team of the Iron Bear, Tom Coffey, and Brandon Espinoza. This is Dysfunction.
Dysfunction proving they're very much functional, making it to the finals here, Steve.
And their opponents to my right, it is the team of the Fanny Pack Kid, Kal Herro, and Dustin Jackson, the Fanny Pack Party.
Former 2018 Nightmare Cup winner Dustin Jackson looking for another win, another notch in the belt for the King of Louisville.
And Steve, Louisville's favorite son, Dustin Jackson, made it to the finals of the Nightmare Cup last year, wasn't able to make it. Kal Herro got eliminated in the first round. This time, both guys in the finals looking to walk away with it all. But not if Tom Coffey and Brandon Espinoza have anything to say about it.
That prior experience is gonna be very pivotal in how this match plays out. They've been to the top. Well, Dustin has been to the top. Kal has been in the tournament before. They know what to expect here, but with the newly formed Dysfunction, maybe they don't know what to expect from those two.
Now, see, Tom Coffey and Brandon Espinoza have been teaming together for a little bit now, and you got to give it to Espinoza. Taking Tom Coffey under his wing, if you will, mentoring this young man who is brute strength, who has unspeakable agility, and also an astrophysicist, has brains for days. Brandon Espinoza knows Tom Coffey is a force to be reckoned with in many, many ways. Thought it smart to bring the young man under his tutelage and maybe have his back moving forward.
Now that's a big wing to fit a man like the Iron Bear under it, but Brandon Espinoza knows how to pick talent. Again, been in the industry for quite some time.
Oh, God!
My
Almost
goodness.
broke the turnbuckle. Fanny Pack Party isolating Tom Coffey, double team maneuver, double team Irish whip into that turnbuckle, almost broke the ring.
They've got the ring cut in half. Espinoza trying desperately to get in, but Fanny Pack Party gelling, like you said, like a couple of melted gummy bears out in the sun. These two have got Tom Coffey all locked up.
I'm saying that because I got some gummies out of the cauldron of candy earlier, and it sat on me.
Here, you're getting on me for the candy on Thursday, and you're taking it now. Shame on you, Brian.
Gustavo gave it to me, and he was handing it out to the fans. The fans love Gustavo. They love the candy, and they've loved OVW Apocalypse so far. And, folks, make sure you're joining in on the conversation on social media using the hashtag OVW Apocalypse or OVW Live. We've given you plenty to talk about, and I think Dysfunction and Fanny Pack Party are going to give you one more great conversation topic.
Now, let's remember, for both of these teams, this is their second match of the evening. So you know, a little bit of exhaustion already before the match even started. You got to wonder, how long are these guys going to be able to go?
Have you been watching this in the back? Dysfunction won in like 30 seconds. These guys are fresh as a daisy.
I mean, they're big guys, though, so it doesn't take much.
You want to go in there and say that to them? You want to go tell Tom Coffey he's winded?
I'll stay right here and say it.
Yeah, okay. Fanny Pack Party, though, put up a hell of a fight earlier against Cash Flow and Dimes. Were able to pick up the win after a miscommunication between the two, quote-unquote, big men.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're bigger than you.
Fanny pack party now. Are you saying cash flow's not big? What is? You're just digging.
He's way bigger than you.
You're digging so many graves, man, which makes sense because it's OVW Apocalypse. You got a front row for the end of the world. Oh, wham, bam, sham-a-lang. Hit the elbow drop in the middle of the ring. That might be enough. Espinoza kicking out of one here.
Creative maneuver by the Fanny Pack Party, looking to get the crowd on their side here. Shouldn't be hard to do. The crowd loves these guys.
Fanny Pack Party, one of the most popular teams we've seen here in OVW. Steve, you're absolutely right. But sometimes it takes a little bit more than crowd participation to get you that W. Tom Coffey and Brandon Espinoza, no slouches. And they fancy themselves hero killers. And if you're looking for heroes, look no further than Fanny Pack Party. Oh, God. Might be hard to look, though, after that drop kick straight to the eyes from Dustin Jackson.
For some reason, the fans look up to the Fanny Pack Party. I don't understand it. Dustin Jackson doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. And Kal, the 14-year-old, I don't understand how he's even in professional wrestling. But they do have great chemistry together, and he's quite effective.
Tom Coffey attacking attacking Dustin Jackson while the referee wasn't looking, taking him off the apron. Kal Herro going to check on his partner. What is your aggression with the Fanny Pack Party? Is it Fanny Pack envy? Is it because they won't let you in the party?
That has nothing to do with it. I've never even tried, thank you.
I've seen the fruit baskets you've seen. I know what you're trying to do. Tom Coffey sending Dustin Jackson back in there, the legal man in there with Brandon Espinoza.
I am not jealous.
Oh, here we go. Pin attempt, one. Oh, Dustin Jackson able to get the shoulder up at one. Brandon Espinoza is going to do a little bit more work. Ooh, the headbutt. That ain't beautiful, but it's effective. And see if you can see the frustration because you heard that aggression in that tag. And that's his own partner. Oh, God.
Big splash. Dustin Jackson flat as a pancake in the ring.
Oh, gosh.
Huge kick right to the spine.
Yeah, you ever had a bear run at you full speed and then kick you in the back? Because Dustin Jackson has, and I bet he can tell you it doesn't feel great.
Yeah, oddly enough, no. I've never had a bear run and kick me in the back. Brian?
You don't want to. Oh, God. Look at that targeted attack from Brandon Espinoza.
Smart move by the veteran, picking a body part and wearing it out.
Working on that shoulder, working on that, or that arm and shoulder meet, Steve, trying to get that joint sore. Dustin Jackson, in trouble here. Again, isolating Dustin Jackson, cutting the ring in half and not allowing him to get to Kal Herro, not letting the fresh man in. Solid tactic for the team that, again, won their match in about 30 seconds earlier, who couldn't be more fresh. Oh, here we go. Somehow Dustin Jackson able to get around the big Iron Bear, go for the pin. Oh, God.
My goodness, the ring nearly caved in. Dustin Jackson, by the skin of his teeth, makes the tag. In comes Kal Herro.
Kal Herro in there with Brandon Espinoza. These two know each other so well, gonna have each other well scouted. It might just take someone making a mistake. Oh, like that.
One mistake. Kal is able to capitalize.
I mean, Steve, you've seen just as many matches as I have. Sometimes all it takes is a mistake in 3 seconds for the bell to ring. Kal Herro feeling it now, getting a little faith in himself.
What does he have in mind here?
Kal, thinking the fanny elbow.
I was thinking the people's fanny.
Hold on, Espinoza, regardless of what you call it, Espinoza not letting it happen.
Dave Harmon barely dodging the shot there.
Kal Herro ricocheted into the turnbuckle. Brandon Espinoza getting out. Oh, God.
Huge elbow from the second row. Brandon Espinoza is down. Kal makes the pin. 1, 2, 2.5.
Espy able to get the shoulders up. Kal Herro wondering, what more do I have to do? Thought he had it there. Thought the Nightmare Cup was over. They were the champions of the Nightmare Cup, not the tag team.
Kal wants nothing more than the Nightmare Cup, except for maybe that #1 contendership to face the Dark Clouds for their championship.
Tom Coffey had the ring awareness, pulled down the rope, sent Kal Herro to the outside, landed on that shoulder. I think the kid might have landed on his shoulder a little weird there.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that Dysfunction are willing to take a count-out win. They'll take the win any way necessary.
Up to a 2 count. Now, Steve, I was talking about it earlier with Shannon. You got to think, there's a little extra stakes in this for Kal Herro. He wants to get his hands back on Dark Clouds. You saw in that championship rumble, Kal Herro came out of nowhere and attacked to get bundles. There's an aggression between these two. I mean, Kal Herro and Dustin Jackson have been attacked in the back, have fought through the arena with Dark Clouds. Now they are 1 win away from getting a shot at those OVW Tag Team Championships in a legitimate matchup instead of a melee.
You mentioned those extra stakes. Tom Coffey Looks like he might have had a couple extra stakes, but a very smart move getting Kal on the outside, and they might have a count-out victory here. If Kal can't get back in, he might be injured.
You ain't get injured if you keep talking about Tom Coffey that way. Extra stakes, he's going to come over here and smack the meat out of your teeth.
And then he'll eat it. Gross. Ew, why did I say that? 1, 2.
This is the Nightmare Cup, and you just gave me a fresh new nightmare. Thanks, Steve. Sorry. Espinoza going for the pin there, but Kal Herro able to kick out both times. And you see the
he held the shoulders down, trying to do everything he could to keep him pinned to the mat, but Kal Herro somehow finds it within himself.
So you see the frustration boiling over from Espinoza. I thought they were coming in there fresh. We're going to be able to put this away, but Fanny Pack Party putting up the fight.
100 miles an hour. Espinoza just goes in. Clotheslines Kal Herro on that second rope.
Espinoza might be taking a little bit too much time, staring down the audience, now trying to intimidate Dustin Jackson and Kal Herro.
The momentum is on his side, and he's feeling it. You got to think he's going to be looking to wrap this one up. Kal Herro coming back.
This is the finals of the Nightmare Cup. There's no time for gloating. Kal Herro trying to fight back into this due to that mistake from Brandon Espinoza, taking a little bit too much time. Oh, never mind, Espinoza.
And just like that, any momentum that Kal Herro might have had getting to the corner to tag in Dustin halted.
Not only stopped him from getting to the corner, almost put him through the mat. Espinoza with such authority on that. Kal Herro now isolated in the corner. Tom Coffey, the big man, in. The power of dysfunction here.
It couldn't happen to a better guy. Kal Herro in the corner and cannot get out. Tom Coffey in firm control.
Quick tags here between dysfunction. Kal Herro down on the mat by himself. Espinoza tagged out, able to get a couple quick breaths and right back in there, wanting to do more damage to the Fanny Pack Kid.
Surveying his prey, looking to pick the perfect shot.
Now, Steve, you've heard Espinoza talk about Fanny Pack Party, saying they're the problem with OVW, catering to these fans, making it something fun, when this should all be violence and aggression.
As you can see, violence and aggression is working pretty well for Brandon Espinoza.
Steve, I'm not saying that Espinoza has had an incredible career based on those principles, but he's taking that out. He's taking out his frustrations, his anger, and what he sees as the problem in professional wrestling.
There's no greater a personification of pandering to the fans than the Fanny Pack Party, so I can understand how dysfunction leaves a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth.
And Steve, winning the 2021 Nightmare Cup might be exactly the thing to prove Brandon Espinoza's point, to prove the mission that him and Tom Coffey are on currently, to justify their means, and especially if they can make their way to those OVW Tag Team Championships. Oh! Kal Herro trying to come at Tom Coffey, but Espinoza got a handful of hair there.
I'll tell you, these two dysfunction are working together absolutely perfect.
See Coffey there talking smack. Kal Herro trying to demoralize the Fanny Pack Kid, trying to get in his head, trying to play mind games. That brilliant astrophysicist that Tom Coffey is, he knows how to get in there and mess with you. Oh, going for that big bear hug, but Kal Herro had it scouted, able to get out of harm's way.
Apocalypse so far has seen some incredible action, some of the greatest matches that I've ever seen. I will say, Gustavo versus Star Rider, an all-time classic and one of my favorite matches. But this one right here has been non-stop. Dustin Jackson.
Gustavo and Star Rider put on an absolute banger earlier for the Rush Division Championship. That is a match of the week in any promotion, any given week of the year. But right now, Steve, it is the 2021 finals of the Nightmare Cup. We're about to see someone become #1 contenders. Will it be Fanny Pack Party? Will it be Dysfunction? Will Kal Herro and Dustin Jackson finally get their hands on Dark Clouds and get a fair one-on-one fight? Or will we see Dysfunction climb the ranks, get a shot at OVW Tag Team Championships, and a shot at justifying everything and proving everything they've said? Oh no, Tom Coffey got that bear hug locked in, Steve.
He's got him all squoze up. You gotta think this is gonna be it for Kal Herro. There's no way he's gonna be able to get out of this.
That's not a cub you're hugging, Kal Herro. You're getting hugged by the Iron Bear, who's got that iron grip ripping into the spine, trying to literally squeeze the life out of Kal Herro.
Is it too early to declare that they're the winners? Can I go ahead and say your winners of the 2021 Nightmare Cup? Obviously, Dysfunction. Look
Steve,
at this.
you can say it,
Kal
but it's not
Herro
going to
is
count
done.
until someone taps out or gets pinned. But we might not be too far from that. Kal Herro is fading Tom Coffey, squeezing the life out of Kal Herro, like getting the last toothpaste out of the tube. Kal Herro might be spent. Coffey literally is squeezing the life out of Kal Herro. He might be out. That arm falls one more time. We have winners of the Nightmare Cup. Kal inches away from dropping, somehow holds on, somehow finding that resilience, somehow finding that heart, that fight.
How is he able to find it in him after all that he has been put through, especially this bear hug by Tom Coffey?
Kal Herro wrestling is in his blood, Steve. The sport runs deep in Kal Herro. He has a deep respect for it. He's not just gonna be a pushover. His dad, one of the biggest names in the sport, every wrestler's best friend, and Kal Herro, not trying to be anyone's best friend, just trying to be the best wrestler he can. Gets the tag to Dustin Jackson, there we go. Dustin Jackson in, huge clothesline to Brandon Espinoza.
Dustin Jackson in, and he is a house of fire all over Brandon Espinoza.
A house of fire, he's a neighborhood of fire. Look at the intensity on Dustin Jackson's face right now, Steve.
Brandon Espinoza doesn't know up from down.
Oh, God.
Being turned inside out by the bro god.
Bulldog there from Dustin Jackson, up on the shoulders. Oh, God. Right across the neck, that might be enough. Might have Nightmare Cup winners here. Ooh. Tom Coffey breaking up the pin in the nick of time.
Fireman's carry neckbreaker over the knee. Espinoza looking to make a tag, rightfully so. Tom Coffey in the ring.
Coffey able to get that tag. There's that ring awareness of Brandon Espinoza, knew exactly where his partner was. Hold on. What? Was a back body drop, Samoan drop? Back body Samoan drop, what do you call it?
Unbelievable strength by Tom Coffey getting both of those men over.
Wow. You almost called them winners of the Nightmare Cup, regardless of what you call that move, but somehow Kal Herro had the awareness, broke up the pin. Dustin Jackson alone in there now. Kal Herro still taking the fight to Tom Coffey, the legal man.
Two legal men on the outside of the ring, but back in goes Tom Coffey.
Steve, I think Dustin Jackson's still the legal man on Fanny Pack Party's side. It's just this is kind of broken down a little bit into a melee, so it's hard to keep up with it.
Well, I'm glad you're paying attention. Dustin Jackson, Espinoza over the top rope.
Did you see? His feet and legs went flat, Steven. He got the air knocked out of him on that clothesline. Wow! Cannonball from the apron from Dustin Jackson. Kal Herro again had that hug on him from Tom Coffey and getting the apron involved. Oh!
Huge kick to the Iron Bear, who is seeing stars. Espinoza somehow able, he's still standing.
Espinoza out of nowhere, where did he come from?
These guys are fighting for the Nightmare Cup and for the #1 contendership to go against Dark Clouds for the OVW Tag Team Championship. So they will pull out all the stops, including he's biting him.
Ooh, is there gonna be anything left of either team though if they have to fight the Dark Clouds? Oh, super kick. These teams are beating the hell out of each other. Dark Clouds might have an easy night at the office if these guys can't recover in time for their title match. Oh, hold on, Coffey. Kal Herro in to break up the pin. Gator rolls Brandon Espinoza across the ring there.
If it wasn't for that, then this match would have been over. Tom Coffey had the feet held. Dustin Jackson was essentially trapped.
Hold on, Brandon Espinoza in there alone with Fanny Pack Party. Jackson Express, there might be enough right there. Nightmare Cup winners, do we have them? There it is! Fanny Pack Party did it!
Here are your winners and your 2021 Nightmare Cup champions, the Fanny Pack Party!
Steve, you heard it from Aaron Cornish himself. The winners, the champions of the Nightmare Cup tournament. Kal Herro, Dustin Jackson, the Fanny Pack Party. But now the question remains, can they be OVW Tag Team Champions?
There's only one thing left to do for these guys to be on top of the mountain of the OVW Tag Team Division. Can they conquer Dark Clouds? But that's another night. Tonight, your Davis Cup champions.